Hey guys, what's going on? Coming at you with a Wednesday morning video. I post my daily videos at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Before I get into this video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below, let me know your thoughts on the video. I am really trying to get to 500 subs by the end of this month. So today is, I believe, the last day of the month. So I think I need like less than 10. So if you give me a subscribe, it's much appreciated, really trying to hit 500. So today I want to talk about Ehang, ticker's EH. This is a stock I've been following for the past 6 months. Unfortunately, right now I don't own a position. However, it was one I was really up in the air about a couple months ago when there was a lot of volatility in the market. There was a big correction. It was sitting around, I think it was in the teens or low 20s for like a week. And I said if it went down to 15, I was going to buy it. However, it never did that. I was actually focusing on other stocks like Corsair Gaming and Tattoo Chef, Planet 13, Trueleaf. I was focusing on other stocks that I really like, that I really wanted to build those positions out, and it kind of worked out in my favor. I don't think we're going to hit May lows again. That's just my opinion, so I don't regret doing what I did. However, I do wish I started a position because this stock obviously ran a lot. So today, the market finished all green, the S&P, Dow, and NASDAQ. So that's a good sign, obviously. However, Ehang finished 4.13% down in the red. So it's having a little bit of a correction. It did run up the past couple days. So it's sitting currently at 3-month highs, basically, by a lot. So this is something I am interested in starting a position in. And I set an auto buy, which I never do, but I keep always saying I'm gonna buy this stock, then I'm not, then I'm gonna buy this stock, then I'm not. So I set an auto buy at $22. So if it hits $22, I'm gonna start a position. It's gonna be about 0.5% of my total portfolio, so it's a very small position. However, if it goes below 22, I will make it a full percent of my portfolio, and if it goes to 15, I'll make it like 2-3% of my portfolio. So this is really where I'm gonna start buying if it goes down there. I think right now it's at, I should have wrote where it's at. Let me see where it's at right now. So right now it is at, where are we at? It's at 42.50. So it's got to correct a good bit to get to where I want it to be. But I do think it will correct down probably into the 30s easy if there's a little bit of bad news or something bad happens, or there's some kind of regulations that go because of the autonomous flying, all that. But there was recent good news. They were testing the Ehang 216, which is one of their models in Japan. It was doing great. It looked good. It got a lot of good reviews. It was doing what it was supposed to do. So I think that's partial a lot of the reason why it ran up. So, I'm super bullish in this like industry, and they're the industry leaders, and I think they have their heads on straight. There's been a couple of reports that came out in the past couple months where it kind of hurt the stock, then it stayed beaten down, then it's coming back. But you have a lot of companies in Europe investing in the company, buying their products to be built. So it's like you get a little bit of everything. It's very confusing to put your money where your mouth is in the stock, in my opinion, because I'm more of a growth/value investor, and this is really like a decade to 2-decade vision, I think. So I just tread with caution when I go into stocks like this. So I've been making like recent little clippets of like news or things I've been researching or things that I think. So I just want to, I'm going to keep doing this. It's just kind of good to stay relevant in the market, just because, or news and market and all that stuff, because it really determines when I'm buying and when I'm not. If you've realized I haven't really made a buying video in the past 2 weeks, I've been very quiet buying, just compounding cash and waiting for an opportunity. So some news or some things I'm thinking about, at least today, was the 10-year treasury bond. The Fed said they don't see, long-term, they don't see it going above 2.5%. I do believe them, but you do have some people and some reports saying that, it's going to be 4%, or, it's going to be the treasury bond, the 10 years are going to go up to 3 or 3.5 or 4%. Well, if that's the case, you're basically believing there's going to be inflation long-term. I really believe the Fed. I don't think there will be long-term. Short-term, sure there will be, or like year over year, because obviously last year right now, nobody was really spending. A lot of things were shut down. So they're a little skewed. You got to keep looking month to month. So I do think it's going to be under. So basically what that is, what I'm doing is I'm going to be focusing on growth, SPAC and tech plays in the back half of this year. So I think they're going to have a strong back half of the year. I don't know if dividends and like value stocks really will have much. It's going to rotate. It's kind of doing the opposite of what it did in the spring. you know, the SPACs, the growth and the high flying things, they kind of took a big hit, like 20 to 40% hit, and they kind of rotated into dividends and value stocks and like, you know, hotels, restaurants, and all that stuff. So I think it's going to do a flip back into tech growth and maybe even crypto. So these are going to be things I'm focusing on. I do own a couple dividend and value and, you know, restaurant stocks. I don't plan on selling them no matter what, so I'm really up in those positions. However, it's not really going to be something I'm focusing on. I do also think, because you're really going to get a true picture of inflation come November to December area, there might be some short-term pain in this period, especially if inflation's a little higher than what people thought, or just say a new variant flares up and people start getting sick and companies start panicking, things start closing down. So there could be a little bit of short-term pain around here, maybe into January. That's why I'm kind of just treading with caution with my positions. If the market's green, I'm just holding. I'll just let my positions ride. But obviously there will be red days, weeks, months, or, you know, whatever. It could be, you know, a long time, depending on what's going on. But so I do think in this time will be make or break, and there probably will be at least a little bit of pain. So there's going to be opportunity. Now, when analysts try putting the numbers out for like earnings and revenue and all that in 2022, for a lot of these companies, it might be very hard to beat, because a lot of people have so much pent-up demand in so many industries and companies to just spend, go out, travel. They're kind of just, you know, splurging from being, you know, stuck inside in 2020. So I really think a lot of companies aren't going to meet expectations. So the stocks are going to fall a little bit in 2022, especially in the beginning, like maybe the first quarter. So into maybe like the late spring. So just got to be very careful with that. You know, I just keep in the back of my mind, I'm not scared as a long-term investor. I just look at it as more opportunity to get better cost basis in my positions. So I'm not worried about it. It's just things to keep in mind. So that's kind of where I'm at in the market as a whole. But this is kind of where where my mindset is right now. Now, obviously, it could change in a month, it could change in a week, it could change in, you know, as things happen. But if, you know, my mindset changes and where I think it's going, I'll just, you know, do something else to update you. So, yes, that's all I got. Ehang, this is my game plan for that. That's where, you know, my focus is the back half of 2021. And again, if you guys like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. Trying to get the 500 subs by the end of this month. And that's all I got. Peace.